KOGO News Time, 8:42. So in this economy, bad bosses are starting to pay the price because the unemployment rate is incredibly low. Unhappy workers are not forced to stay in jobs they hate. Dr. Daren Martin is a consultant, a speaker with the Global Company Culture Association, which is a group focused on helping leaders inspire greater employee engagement. Dr. Martin, good morning.
Good morning.
So why is it taking employers so long to understand that happy workers are really, really productive and unhappy workers can go across the street?
I mean, you get it, right? Everybody gets it. And I don't know why it is taking so long for this to change. 85% of people say they hate their job. 85%. You would think we would just recognize this as a national or global crisis. But instead, so many companies just keep rocking along, just picking up people and not realizing how much it is costing them every year. In fact, I think it's the biggest silent tax on every company, low employee engagement, and it needs to be fixed.
Well, yeah, replacing workers is incredibly expensive. But let's talk about this select few, this 26% of employees who are motivated. They're unhappy, but they're motivated, but they dislike their company. What is it that's motivating them, and why are they staying?
Well, so those are the cream of the crop, right? You want those people working there. I wrote a book called The Company of Owners, and those are people who do what I talk about in the book. They act like an owner. So even though they don't like the environment, they don't like their boss, they don't like maybe what the company is doing or the way it's handling things, they still show up. They still give a lot of effort. The problem is not everybody's wired that way. I would say that every single person is 100% motivated. But for many people, if the environment doesn't spark that, they don't bring that. And so you get a lot of just, zombies walking the hallway, just cashing paychecks, and that they don't give you their best effort.
So let's talk about these bosses who are apparently just not getting it here. What do they need to do to start creating a better culture? And should they even bother? I mean, eventually the economy will see a downturn, and maybe they can, keep on keeping on.
If they want to go that route, prepare to be extinct, because the day is looming large when people are only going to work for companies with great company cultures. And there's so much that bosses and leaders can do. Listen to what your people are saying. Have some conversations with them about, what do you love about working here? What do you hate about working here? What do you love about me? What do you hate about me? What are some things that we say we do as a company that we're not actually doing, that we should be? It's amazing how much starts with just a conversation to figure out what people are thinking and feeling. Praise goes a long way when you recognize people for the work they're doing and then let them and invite them to share in the profits from that. I think we've got a real disconnect in that regard, that people don't feel like their discretionary effort to accomplish great things for the company really gets recognized either monetarily or in other ways. So there's so much that can be done, and we really need to crack that code.
Well, and what is the best way for a boss maybe who is listening right now and who maybe has been a little oblivious? What is the best way for them to approach starting to change their culture?
I think I would start by getting a cross-section of your people in the room, ask them a series of questions, one of which would be, in the time that you've been here, whether it's a week or 10 years, have you become a better person? Have you grown? Have you advanced in your career because of working here? And if the majority of people say no, I mean, that's the number one motivator for most people. And what am I getting out of it in terms of advancing my skills? What am I learning? So start by asking a series of questions like that. What makes you hate coming to work on a Monday morning? Because most people, quite frankly, crawl in on Monday and they dance out on Friday. It's very visible. So I would start with that kind of a conversation.
All right, Dr. Daren Martin, consultant, speaker with the Global Company Culture Association. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Anytime. Love being on with y'all.
All right.